This is a virtual reality serious game, focused on teaching and learning of specific concepts of kinematics. The game is intended to deliver an immersive experience in which the student has an active role and whose game design includes theoretical concepts to maintain engagement throughout the task. The game mechanics were thought to be as most intuitive as possible in the interaction with objects and tasks taking place in a small area. Thus, moves and navigation occurs in a natural way, allowing the player walk naturally, interacting with the objects using his/her hands. Touch controllers have similar functions as a hand and is used to take objects or point a virtual laser on virtual boards.
Bem-vindo ao ORUN, o nosso mundo que precisa de você para salvá-lo do ataque das criaturas do mundo obscuro.
The main artifact in the game is a cannon, which must be used to shoot spheres and hit specific targets. Additionally, this is the main game mechanics related to learning, as it allows you to experience the kinematic phenomena, allowing the player to adjust the shooting angle, direction, initial speed, among others. Other elements support a better visualization of the ball on moving. We can see the shooting angle, vectors that represents the magnitudes of velocities in different axes to and fly, and green points that describes the expected trajectory of the ball before the flight. A game is divided on 3 levels. Each one has a different purpose and variance on the game mechanics. Level 1 is an introductory level that has a tutorial conducted by a virtual avatar who give instructions to get step by step, letting the player be familiarized with the VR environment and controllers. This level has a laboratory teaching function, in case the player wants to try the game for as long as he considers necessary. Level 2 is a scenario with static targets that appears in a random location around 360 deg, at the same ground level, and a 0-500 m distance. Although the objective is simple hit on these targets, the player has to put into practice some issues like hit same objective with complementary shooting angle, a maximum distance attainable with 45 deg shooter angle. In Level 3, the cannon is in an above-ground location, and the main task is to hit the moving object that appears in the background and is walking towards the player's location. So the player should consider using the flight time to predict the correct location where the sphere will collide with the target. This work presents a serious game based on VR to improve the experimentation and learning of kinematics phenomena. The game was designed using elements of game design theory to propose a complete experience with both games and learning. In other words, game activities in the virtual environment with a strong relationship with the learning goals. Likewise, the VR technology was selected to take advantage of all benefits such as an immersion, engagement, and the strong relation between the object's behavior on virtual and real world that allows simulate physics phenomena as much closer as possible to the real world. This work is part of a larger research that, besides the focus on assessing immersion and learning gain of students in the field of science, also studies the spatial ability as a cross-sectional ability on VR environments.